Anastasia? Anastasia?
Eleanor Audley was an American actress that was born in 1905. She was among the original cast of Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella in the mid-1990s, and was responsible for voicing characters like Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty of 1959, who was the villain and the main antagonist of the film. She was the one who cursed Princess Aurora to fall into a deep sleep. In Cinderella of 1950, she also voiced the iconic Lady Tremaine, who was the wicked stepmother and another original villain in Disney. In the popular Haunted Mansion ride, she was the iconic ghostly medium in the Crystal Ball, and her voice is still used in modern-day theme parks. And in movies, she also played Mrs. Winthrop in Green Acres of 1965, and was a rich woman in the high society in that particular sitcom. She played Mrs. Barrington in the Beverly Hillbillies of 1962, who was a guest starring that appeared in multiple episodes. And in My Three Sons of 1960, she played the role of a woman called Mrs. Vincent, a mother figure character of the previous generation. The Dick Van Dyke Show of 1961 was another show that casted Eleanor playing the role of Miss Pringle, who was a teacher that was known for her no-nonsense attitude and appearance. She also played Mrs. Chester in a show called I Love Lucy of 1951, which was one of the greatest shows of its era. Father Knows Best of 1954 casted her as Miss Emma, who was a strong and opinionated character in the film. She also played a character called Mrs. Platt in a court case movie called Perry Mason, and was seen playing the role of a witness in a courtroom drama. And in The Real McCoys of 1957, she played the role of Mrs. Tompkins, who was a tough and a bossy character in the rural-based sitcom. In the original Dennis the Menace film, she was the one who played Mrs. Worthington, a wealthy and recurring neighbor of Dennis and his family. Again, she played Mrs. Howell in the Jack Benny program in 1950, and finally voiced the early version of Ghost Host in The Haunted Mansion. As you can see, this woman did a lot of roles during her time, and although this generation may only remember her in Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, she has still left a legacy that will live on forever. She passed away from respiratory failure in 1991, just 6 days after her 86th birthday, and she now rests at Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles.